guess we're getting Nocturne, Aurora.
Please pick the Aurora.
Nico, Pop
No!
Blossom. Oh,
No! ThunderTalk, no!
There's just too many pieces that like don't fit here.
When you have this Kaisa as your AD carry, usually laning phase is not your strongest suit. Ooh, the movement speed from heal, actually. Nice dodge from missing.
Yeah, big there. Big to both dodge out is mid and jungle shift down. Good there for Hung Ren to cancel out the stun, but it's way more damage out of Scout here. Jun trying to buy as much time with his damage blocking, and everyone's flashing all over the place. Traded kills here as Feather picks up Shun. Scout, though, able to find a kill of his own, and Pays flashing forward with the force shot, gets the bouncer grenade to find one, and he's going to ramp up the rest of these kills. Nobody's watching Pays, but everyone's watching him now for ThunderTalk as he just pops all three. Griv pays the triple kill. Another disastrous first skirmish for ThunderTalk.
Maybe a little bit less so, but already here in game number 1, he's playing really, really well as
Allah? Croc is throwing down here. How did we even get into this scenario where 1xN is anywhere near a level 6 Renekton? I'm just, again, curious how 1xN even ends up that close to a Renekton. Allah doesn't even burn his flash, right? It wasn't like a flash stun engage, pop dominance, drop all your damage. Who knows? All it goes down as is a big opening further for JDG. Turret plate, now they're on to the grubs. It's just... You can already see the avalanche coming down from the summit right now.
And very smart timing coming in from a top laner who is pretty legendary here in the LPL. Been playing for quite a while.
The Maiden doing a lot of damage, but you got more friends coming than just the ghouls and the Maiden to worry about, Hoya. Completely surrounded. JDG, it feels like they're playing 6-on-5 the way they're moving around the map right now to just punish ThunderTalk over and over again.
That's another wave that's going to be lost.
Initial round robin is inconsistency from everybody. So the second half, it's integral, especially I'm glad you brought up the international stakes of the LPL, that we start seeing teams lock in and knock down opponents they're expected to and look just as polished when it comes into those bigger matchups when you're JDG of this Nico, this Nocturne, the Ahri coming in, and the Kaisa as well. That's the only way they can come back in this game.
All right, can they make this play? I mean,
oh boy,
Setab
is so caught. That is Solar Flare into a Deadly Flourish. Setab was locked up for a solid 5 seconds, and they're just knocking down ThunderTalk like bowling pins.
Right now you see that ThunderTalk trying to play through Fog of War. They're going to grab themselves more of these grubs, but how useful is this really going to be, Slayer? How often have we actually been able to see them hit these turrets? Because right now, I'm looking at the minimap, 2 minutes before plates are down, every turret is fully stocked on plates.
Making sure you're on top of waves across the map. They have just been lackluster here for TT, and JDG are playing with a whole new confidence by this point. I mean, Hoya is walking right. I mean, Allah is walking right into Hoya, trying to shut him down. They have the Nico there to kind of jump out of the brush and say, hey, we've got more members here than you think, and I might actually pay dividends with the lights coming out here. Allah drops. That is a shutdown gained and going into 1xN's pocket.
But it's cool that you got a kill. I just still don't
think
it's worth it.
Hey, I'm just trying. It's little wins. Maybe I'm full full cope. That thing is.
The effect, yeah, it's okay. Just like ThunderTalk's hopes of automatically qualifying for playoffs. It's in there. Okay.
It was a fun.
They're gonna grab themselves the dragon. So, Slayer, we are at a point now where
just for ThunderTalk, just to take a lead and create even more of a problem for their opposing team here. I mean, that was a full combo from Setab, and Scout is still half healthy. He's going to use the Realm Warp to buy a bit more space as they do spot Feather coming over. And maybe JDG are starting to overestimate their power into the Maiden of Hoya. Setab gets the first kill, is going to get a reset on that Spirit Rush. Scout does not have the flash available just yet, and Setab is going to auto-home a second kill. There's some good map play from ThunderTalk, overloading and punishing JDG. But they always pick up something on the weak side.
I can't wait to, after this game, go and see my Twitter feed, and I'm gonna see a 10-10 tweet. I already know. She's gonna make some kind of fan cam talking about these two and showing them straight up dying on a side lane for free.
AP side lane threats, but that's for a soon to come big patch change that we won't gross now, knowing how much more is going on the map right now. They do keep both Xiao Hongren and Seitab in that bot side to knock down the first tier 1 turret. They're going to sacrifice the Rift Herald, but Seitab is going to keep going here.
Again, this could potentially set up for JDG to get a lot more on the map. They're going to go long for Seitab.
Yep, he has Spirit Rush. He's already used 2 charges, though. Has Flash as well if he needs to. It really feels like there's no way out for Seitab. Maybe he understands that, trying to buy time to see if this can get extra space on the other side of the map. Not going to be a mid, really.
Of TT. This pair is not going to be able to get much done. And cool, Hoya got yourself a turret. But if you look at this now for JDG, they're going to take another turret in bottom lane. They can very easily shift this over into mid if they need to.
Entering mid waves, and this is what we call the calm before the storm. Don't expect a straight 50-50 to start this one out. It's going to be JDG. Look towards Shun, looks toward missing. All the Wombo combo ultimates, though, are on ThunderTalk's side. The lights are going to go out. No smite means that Shun's going to just grab that dragon for free, and now Xiao Hongren jumps in with 1xN. They do pick up the kill onto Shun, but they cannot face up the might of Ala with dominance back up. A curtain call raking over the entire fight, and most importantly, Scout just decimating all of the TT members on the front line here. Gets another Prism root. The Deadly Flourish is going to force Hoya to juke right back into Scout. Does get away from that first Q, but not the second. Scout picks up 3 whole kills across the entire dragon play to put himself at Exodia point. Comp and waiting for ThunderTalk, like we saw in that last fight, to get desperate and dive in. And now, very similar to game 1, they have so much control, massive gold lead, tons of turrets taken, so they have a lot of advancing wards, and they just get reign over all these big-time neutral objectives. The Paranoia is going to come out here. CT try and steal some of these flowers away. Pop Blossom only lands on a Paze. He cleanses it. Scout gets out to safety with the Seraphs, and now Paze can step up and start raining Hellfire down onto ThunderTalk. The flashes won't save them. Nothing will save ThunderTalk as the skies part clear and JDG's sign rains down on this game.
For some of our ThunderTalk fans from Split 1, but JDG were always expected to win this fight, and you can see it kind of reflected the carries of JDG now. Scout, who has been, I think, pretty maligned so far coming into 2025. His Split 1 was absolutely invisible, so he does so much more damage. There's a teleport here, trying to catch out Paze and missing. Pantheon can join.
They ult, though, on to missing because they couldn't get vision on top of Paze, the much bigger prize. But it's okay, because the maiden has found him, and Hoya is going to grab the shutdown before Shun shows up with the Grand Starfall. Another example of ThunderTalk punishing one sideway from JDG pretty well.
Can teleport if he needs to, and Hoya always has to play to that same side of the map now.
Has to mirror Scout, who once again is so safe with the Realm Warp. That time the stun doesn't land for missing Solar Flare, but guess what? Deadly Flourish makes it so much more potent of a pick play. The 1xN has to burn. Flash, burn, cleanse to get to safety. Xiao Hongren and Feather try and re-engage, but they can't do anything without Seitab. 1xN here. Missing goes low once more, does get picked off. The Paranoia turn coming out for TT once again. But the lightning just doesn't follow the thunder right now. Nothing is following these plays for TT. It's just Scout showing up in the nick of time, trying to once again show that he is back in that form to push JDG over the edge in the Rumble stage.
Already started to kind of bully the Pantheon away. I mean, he's just going to get much more HP. Scout's going to also be able to Realm Warp them. This should be their Infernal Soul.
Good stun from Shun. He actually gets it done on his own. He says, guys, I appreciate you coming, but you're just going to watch as Hoya drops to Shun, and when the York is losing to the Pantheon jungle, just further personifies how different. This is like our soap opera. This is like our soap opera in the middle of this game, you know?
It's the battle of the two top laners. Unfortunately, Ala is just like that. So,
Baron's gone. Xiao Hongren is completely decimated. Oh, this is a fleeting hope from ThunderTalk. Again, they had to do it. They have to try and do something to stem the bleeding. But this game is turned all red in the name of JDG. Another triple kill comes across. The curtain call hits its mark. That's the ace. And we're going to get another sub-30-minute win from JDG. They start out the second round robin looking completely in control against the ThunderTalk team that will now fall to the bottom of the standings at 2-8.
Well, JDG now definitively hold the head-to-head record versus ThunderTalk, and ThunderTalk, it was great. It's unfortunate that you lost your jungler, but JDG are just one hell of a different team. They're in a different league compared to you.
The 2-0 comes across.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.